Hello everybody out there in the bookverse, it's Stephanie, and today I'm back with round 2 of TBR Star Hop. I'm so excited to be able to play another round of my TBR game. I had so much fun last month playing this game. It was just a great time, and I'm excited to continue with it. If you're new to TBR Star Hop, I will have it linked in a playlist of last month's plus this month's, and I'll link it up above and down below in the description. So if you want to see the rules and how it works, you can go check out my video from February. But essentially what I do is I play this game, I roll the dice, move along the board to get to the top, and with the prompts that go along with the places I land on, that is how I pick my TBR for the month. So looking back at last month's books, I had 6 books on that TBR. We had Sheep Farmer's Daughter, which was for a book that I know almost nothing about. We had Age of Myth, a book that ends in an even page number. Winter's Crime, which was for my Wormhole book. We had A Sky Beyond the Storm, which is a series continuation for the Spinner. Black Sun, which is most anticipated, and A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is for series continuation on my regular landing. I think it was on a star. And I am very pleased to say that I was able to finish all the books on my TBR for February. I'm very excited because February was a short month and it was actually a really busy one for me. But it was a great reading month for me. I did so well with my reading and I finished all of them, which means I don't have to add a punishment black hole to my board, which is amazing. So for this month, there are some books that I'm going to try to fit onto this TBR with TBR Star Hop if I can. Books for book clubs or for buddy reads that are going to be going on. But if I can't, I'm just going to have to read them anyways, and it's going to make my TBR longer, but I'll go over all of those at the end. But for now, let's just go ahead and jump into roll number 1.
Okay, round 2 of TBR Star Hop, roll number 1. Got an 8. Okay, since there is no previous wormhole, I just have to draw a wormhole book for this. Okay, for roll number 1, we landed on a wormhole. Since it is the first wormhole on the board, I don't have a wormhole to jump back to, but I do still have to grab a wormhole book out of the tin. I've updated this since last month, since all the books that I read in February, so I have series continuations updated from my February reads as well. So let's see how this goes. Put that back there. We got Golden Sun. Show you guys. Will it focus? There we go. Kind of. Golden Sun is the next book in the Red Rising series, which is actually perfect because Alan over at the Library of Alexandria is hosting a read-along of these books. I'd already read Red Rising, I think it was in December. It was sometime a while ago, but I am going to be continuing along with the series along with his read-along. So this is so perfect, and I'm oddly nervous about the rest of the game because I'm scared that I'm going to get a lot of hard books to go along with this. So here we are, Golden Sun. This is a sci-fi series. It follows a man kind of, named Darrow, who is a red. They're the lowest of the low of the classes of people in this world, this universe of theirs, and they are mining on Mars because they need to have something that is only mineable on Mars, and only the Reds can do it. They're the only ones capable, and so they're trying to mine these things so that the rest of the people can leave Earth and be able to colonize other planets. But we find out that things aren't really as they seem. I really enjoyed the first book, Red Rising. I thought it was so much fun, so I'm definitely looking forward to continuing on with this series, and I think Golden Sun should be a really good addition. I feel a little lucky that that was what was drawn out of the wormhole tin, but yes, I'm definitely looking forward to doing this read along with Alan. Okay, roll number 2. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A star. And our prompt is favorite author. I like that prompt. That should be good. Okay, awesome. Okay, roll number 2, we get favorite author, and this one I kind of had a hard time deciding because I felt like I was like, I've only read one book by him, but I love him. I decided I needed to go with an author that I had read more than one book from in order to kind of count as a favorite author. So the book that I am going to read is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. This is actually going to be a reread for me. I am going to be co-hosting the Cosmere Unbounded read-along. We're going to be reading all the books in Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere, and in March we are going to be starting off with The Final Empire. So if you guys want to join in this read-along, definitely come join us. I am so excited for it. It's going to be so much fun. Everyone in the group is just a bunch of nerds about Sanderson and the Cosmere, and we're going to be posting a lot of videos about the Cosmere in general. I will link our Twitter and Discord and my announcement video down below if you want to check that out and see if this is something you'd like to be a part of. But The Final Empire is the first book in his Mistborn trilogy. This kind of is set in a world where essentially the Dark Lord has won and is now the evil ruling overlord that's almost to the status of a god because he's just unkillable, untouchable. And there is this group of people who decide they're going to overthrow the government. And the magic system in this book is so much fun and so fascinating. It has to do with metals, and burning certain metals gives you different powers and abilities. Our main character, Vin, is a Mistborn, meaning she can burn all the metals and have all the powers, and she's just great to follow. I really love her as a main character, and I feel like this book is so amazing, and I am so excited to reread it. This is going to be my first reread of any Brandon Sanderson book, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. Roll number 3. And we get 4. We're really not moving along fast, guys. Ooh, this is the first time we've ever landed on a Comet. Very excited because that means we do not have to pick a prompt for this roll, and it's just kind of like a free space. Roll number 4. 12, just when I was complaining that we were moving so slowly. Whoa, okay. Very close to the wormhole, but we got a double star, so that means we pick 2 star prompts and we have to find a book that matches both. So I need a 5-star prediction and a new release. So I need a new release that is a 5-star prediction. Nice, I can definitely do that. So the third roll, we got lucky and we got a Comet, which means I don't have to pick a book for that. It's just kind of a free space. And then our fourth roll, we got a double star and we pulled up a 5-star prediction plus a new release. So this needs to be a book that fulfills both these prompts. And for that one, I am picking a book that I don't own yet, but it's going to be the Top Shelf Book Club pick. This is a book club that I am a part of, and we host live shows every month. And for March, we are going to be reading The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I don't know a whole ton about this book. I believe this girl dies, and she goes to this Midnight Library where she is able to watch different versions of her life and how things could have played out. I hear it is amazing. I hear just the emotional effect it has on you is just off the charts. People adore this book, and I am really hopeful that this is going to be a 5-star read for me. I'm really looking forward to it. So that also is going to be added onto my TBR. I should be getting it pretty soon. I'm going to be borrowing it from my library if I can, but if that hold doesn't come in time, then I'm just going to be buying it. Okay, on to roll number 5 and what could potentially be our last roll. 8. Woohoo! Oh man, that was a really nice round. But we are to the big star, so that means... And it's time to spin the wheel. I actually love this part of the game. It's so much fun for me. So I have to spin the wheel that has a bunch of different prompts on it, and then I have to find a book that matches that prompt within 10 seconds. And I have my timer here, and this time I know how to use it. So here, I'll turn it on, get it all ready, and I will have to screen record, so just 1 second. Okay, so screen recording ready, timer ready, and here we go with the spin. Red on the cover. Is this red? This is red, right? I'm going with this one, red. Whew, I got it in time. Okay, so I grabbed Dead House Gates. This is the second book in the Malazan Book of the Fallen series. I read the first one in kind of like January and February. It took me a while to get through, so I'm a little nervous about this one. How long is it? Oh, it's only about 600 pages. It looks longer than 600, but they're like small words. Look at that. They're small words and big pages. So I'm a little nervous about this, but this is my book for red on the cover. Fingers crossed this goes well for me, guys. Adding this to my TBR at this point, it's a book that I needed to read this month, but it's also long and is putting a lot of pressure on me, so hopefully I can get through this. I don't even really know how to describe this series, honestly. It's a very complex high fantasy series that has a lot of world building, and it takes a lot of time, and it's just very intricate, and the writing style is very unique and different. I'm excited to continue on with it. I want to keep going with the series, but yeah, this is gonna be a chonker to stick on this TBR, and it takes me a while to get through them, so hopefully no black hole for me next month. Okay, so that is the end of my March TBR Star Hop. I felt like the board was really nice to me this month. I got less books than even last month, so I'm definitely happy about that, even though I have a book on there that I feel like is going to take me forever to read because the first book did, but I got this. I can do it. We have for the books, The Final Empire, a favorite author, Dead House Gates, which was the spinner pick for a book with red on the cover, Golden Sun, which was my wormhole pick, and then we also have The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which is a 5-star prediction new release. I am really excited about the books on this list. I think this is going to be a great reading month. I know I already love Final Empire, and it is a favorite of all time, so I'm going to really enjoy that reread. And I'm really looking forward to continuing on with a couple other series, with the Red Rising series, and then also with the Malazan Book of the Fallen series. I am glad that the board is being nice to me and letting me pick some of my book club picks that I want to squeeze in. So The Final Empire is for the Cosmere Unbounded read-along that we're doing. Golden Sun is for Feb Rising read-along that Alan is doing, and the Malazan Dead House Gates for Malazan Book of the Fallen read-along that Mike is doing over on his channel. And I'll link all these channels I'm mentioning down below so you can go check them out if you want to as well. And then the Midnight Library is for the Top Shelf Society book club. So all the books that I picked actually fit into buddy reads or book clubs that I am doing in March, so that was really nice. A few other books that are going to be added to that list for other buddy reads that are going on are Age of Swords by Michael J. Sullivan. This is the second book in his Legends of the First Empire series. Jashana is hosting a read-along for this. I'll link her channel down below. I read the first book in February and really enjoyed it. It was so much fun, so I'm definitely looking forward to continuing on with this series as well. I'm also going to be reading Fate of the Fallen by Calcade. This is the Shelf Space Book Club pick for March. And I don't know a lot about this book except that it is a twist on the Chosen One trope, which I think sounds very, very interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. I'll also be reading The Bone Ships. This is a buddy read that Elle at Elliot Brooks and Jessie at Jessie May are hosting. They do a buddy read every month, and then they do a live show and chat about it. I don't know anything about this book, honestly. I'm really just reading it because they're doing a buddy read for it, but I know it is the first book in a trilogy, which I know I shouldn't be starting any more series, but here I am. Definitely looking forward to it though. So yeah, those are the books that I definitely need to read in the month of March. I know it is a long list. It's going to be a lot to get through. I have my 4 that were picked for TBR Star Hop, which are going to be prioritized. And then I also have 3 other books that I need to add on for other buddy reads. So it ends up being 7 books. It's definitely doable, but I know that most of them are kind of hefty fantasies. So we'll see how this goes. I've set the bar high, guys. We will see how my March goes, but I had so much fun with this game. Again, I am loving it. It's been such a good time for me. Thank you all so much for supporting this game and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it so much. And as always, if you would like to see more, definitely hit the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you'll be notified when I post new content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.